Hey everybody, and welcome back to Life with Lolo. It is time for our weekly recap of Marriage Bootcamp. This is the hip hop edition. It's season 15, episode 8, and it was titled Break the Cycle. Alright, so let's just jump right into it. It's day 7, or night 7 I should say, and Corrupt is still going off. So it basically picked up where it left off at, where Corrupt was on the phone with the producers, talking about get me the hell out of here, yada yada yada, this girl crazy and whatnot. And everybody know Tony ain't crazy. Like, she was bucking and stuff like that, but she really wasn't going to do nothing to Corrupt, and Corrupt knew she wasn't going to do nothing to him. He just wanted to get out the house, like everybody said, because the brown liquor was gone, all the liquor was gone pretty much, and he couldn't drink. So he wanted to get out and go to the hotel. Cause like Tony said, like he called his friends up and the friends was gonna bring him alcohol and whatnot so he can be good. So basically he goes to the hotel, nobody's there to monitor him, nobody's there to police him, adult him or nothing like that. So he's gonna drink. And that's probably exactly what he did. Dr. Ish know it's the liquor. Everybody in the house know it's because of the liquor. That's why Corrupt is acting a goddamn fool. Tony is basically like, she over it. And oh, 1 second, y'all. My bad, y'all. My heat press was going off, so I had to go ahead and turn that off. But anyway, like, what was I saying? Tony is basically ready to get on and get out of here. She's over Corrupt pretty much, and everybody's like, well, don't make no rash decisions and blah blah blah. And I'm thinking to myself, this is not a rash decision. Like, she has been putting up with this man like this for 3 years. He came to Marriage Bootcamp to get their relationship back on track and stuff like that, and he's still acting a plumb fool. Like, what rash decision is Tony making? If they don't get out her face with that bullshit, day 8, the couples is in crisis. Dr. Ish was like, I want to move on to the next drill, but we got so many couples in crisis. I think I got a piece of glitter on my forehead. Yes, I sure did. Lord help me. It was like the boot campers is in crisis. We got Corrupt at the hotel, Tony ready to leave, we got Vado at the hotel, we got Tahiri, we got Hazel and them talking about the miscarriage and stuff. So he basically going in to check on everybody, and he wants to let pretty much make a decision on Corrupt's position in the house, basically. So first he goes to Hazel and what's that boy name, Divine, check on them, see how they're doing. He makes sure that Hazel knows it's not her fault, and she's kind of bummed because they've been trying to have a baby and stuff, and then they're finally, when they get pregnant and stuff like that, then they realize that they lost the baby. And he said that she must have been pregnant months before, but it probably, she had the miscarriage way before, but it just started passing through or whatever. So he was basically letting her know that it's not her fault and stuff, and she was just like, well, when the time is right, the time will be right and whatnot. So that was good. And Divine, he really need to grow up before they have any children, because right now he just, yeah, we gonna get into that one. But we see the judge, she talking to Tahiri about Vado, saying like, we want him to be here for the next drill, but is it okay for him to be here? If you don't say it's okay, then he won't be here. And Tahiri was like, it's fine, she wanted to see him and stuff like that. And Judge Tyler was like, well, he can't be near you, he can't be in the same room with you alone, he can't look, he can't look at you, he can't breathe near you, he can't burp, he can't fart, like he can't do shit with you in the area with you where you at. We're gonna have security there to monitor everything and make sure everything runs smoothly and stuff like that. And at any point you feel uncomfortable, just let us know, and he getting up out of here. So Tahiri was, grateful for that. And who else did they see? Let me see. Oh, Tahiri was basically like, she just want both of them to get better. So then Willie, we see Willie, he downstairs, he asking about what's going on. And Medina was basically saying like, Corrupt just wanted the alcohol. He wanted that brown liquor and he wanted to go. Here go Willie. What, you think that's what it was? Willie, you can't be that stupid. Like, he ain't start acting up until y'all got the goddamn liquor out the house. Lord have mercy. One more time, y'all. See, this is what I get for trying to multitask. I had turned the temperature up on the damn heat press, and then it was beeping again to let me know it was ready. But anyway, I'm here for the rest of this review. Okay? My bad, y'all. Anyway, yeah, Corrupt ain't start acting up until, I mean, he was acting up before, but he really wasn't going off talking about Tony was after him and all this other stuff until the liquor got out the house. If the liquor was still in the house and Tony was acting the way she was, he would have just went and got drunk or some shit like that. He wouldn't have been like, oh, she threatening to kill me, she after me, all this extra shit that he was doing. He wouldn't have did none of that. So I don't know why Willie didn't realize that that's what Corrupt was doing, but whatever. What else, child? So then we see Dr. Ish and Judge Tyler, they're talking in the office and stuff, and they're basically saying like Corrupt needs a higher level of help than what they can offer him, and that he's basically, they gotta go. He gotta go to rehab, and Tony gotta get the hell up out of their house because they're not moving forward. She's saying like Tony is not moving forward in the progress or whatever, like with the drills they've been doing and stuff like that. They're still stuck in that where they were before they got in the house, basically. Like they're not learning anything, so it's not really beneficial to them. So, but I really think that Tony, I think Tony has, I don't know, because she's still with him for 3 years and he been acting the same damn way. But I guess with other people seeing it and other people's reactions and stuff like that, I think she's really seeing that, yo, this man not going to change. Like, we here and for therapy and stuff like that, and he's still acting a whole goddamn monkey. So he not going to change. So I think that a little piece of her realized that he just not going to do right. Like, and she need to move on with her life. But, Dr. Ish says he's going to call Corrupt back to the house and let him know what's going on. He's not letting Corrupt back in the house until, you know, he gets rehab, basically. So Corrupt, he blaming Tony. He like, yeah, she was wilding out last night and stuff. And I'm like, really, nigga? Like, are you serious? So Dr. Ish was like, well, how's the drinking? And he was like, well, why are we talking about the drinking if I'm telling you about Tony? Like, she was wilding out and stuff like that. Why are we talking about my drinking and stuff like that? I'm just chilling or whatever. And Dr. Ish was basically like, look, you need to go to rehab. Are you going to go to rehab? Are you going to get sober? Yes or no? And Corrupt was like, well, no, because I did that before and I didn't like it. So no. So he was like, so you saying no? He was like, no, not right now or whatever like that. So he was like, okay, well, I wish you the best of luck. Take care. And if you need any help, then come seek me out or whatever. And he put up the deuces. Judge Tyler goes to Tony and tells Tony, look, Tony was already packed. Tony was ready. She was just waiting for her goddamn car service at this point. Because Tony was ready. She was just like, I'm just ready to get out of here. Like, so Judge Tyler was like, well, yeah, I'm just coming to tell you that basically your service is not needed in this house no more type thing. Like, we wish you the best of luck. And I think you need to go to Vegas and see your kids and be with your children or whatever like that. And she said that she hopes that she gets clarity and everything from her experience here. I was like, you went in there and wasted your time with Tony because Tony was already ready to go. She didn't want to be in the house no more. She was pretty much done with Corrupt's ass. I think that this time, hopefully, I don't know. I haven't seen, any update on them or anything like that. But hopefully she really went to Vegas and is focused on her children and herself because Corrupt ain't it. And he is not going to get rehab. He's going to keep trying to be the party person, trying to keep pleasing other people versus the people who really love him. He going to keep being with them yes people and the people that's going to enable him. So, yeah. What else, child? We see Vado. He in the office talking to Dr. Ish. Dr. Ish asked him, did he do his homework? He did, answer the 10 questions and stuff like that. And at one point he said he felt like the weakest man that he hit Tahiri and stuff. Well, not hit her. Like he choked her up and stuff. And then he said that he talked to his mom. And his mom was like, well, why would you do that? And he told his mom why. And his mom was like, well, that's not no excuse and stuff. So his mom basically checked them and whatnot. And Dr. Ish told him, like, I want you to be in this drill and stuff like that. But after the drill, you going back to the hotel because, you got to pay for your actions type thing. We see Tony leaving. Tony telling everybody she leaving. Everybody looking all shocked. I'm like, did y'all really think she was going to stay? But they was talking about this like a telenovela. I said, oh, my goodness. But Tony left. Corrupt is gone. So it's Corrupt and Tony out, Vado at the hotel, but he coming there for the day's drill. So we see Dr. Ish. He then called everybody into the living room and stuff, and he's telling them why Corrupt and Tony left and whatnot. And then he's telling them about the next drill, and he's saying like they're going to be revisiting moments of their life, their past, and stuff like that. And he's splitting up the group, so they can be open, more transparent in their memories and their past and stuff like that, without the partner kind of looking over them, and then the other person will kind of be like, well, what's that, like, judging or whatever. So he wants them to be more transparent, so he splits them up in twos, and he wants them to put on these like not toy cars, like like the little motorized cars, like the little Barbie car, they got Hummers now and Ferraris and all that other stuff, but they're like the little car for the kids and stuff. So they're putting like their two worst memories or past bad memories from their childhood and stuff like that on a car. So they're painting it out, putting stickers, illustrating how it was. Shonda said that her things from her past were her dad not listening to her. Like, she was a daddy's girl, but she just felt like she wasn't enough. Like, she just wasn't anything for him and stuff like that. So basically she married her dad. Willie treats her like she's not enough, basically. What else? She said she lost her confidence. Then we see Willie on the other side. He put down his grandfather died. His grandfather was like a big staple in the community and stuff like that. He didn't finish high school, but everybody knew him. Everybody gathered around him and stuff like that. And when he died, everybody kind of broke apart and stuff. And what else? And then he talked about being robbed at gunpoint. Medina's mom, she suffered from schizophrenia, and he was saying like, since she suffered from schizophrenia, she wasn't she bounced all over the place. So they slept on bus stations, subway stations, empty building, like because she wasn't right, So he said, and then at one point she went to the mall and tried to sell his little brother. I said, oh my goodness. And when she tried to sell her little brother, that's when she was committed or whatever. And that's when she, I don't know if she's still committed or what, because most people with schizophrenia, not a lot of them are compliant on their medication. So a lot of them, once they take that medication, it makes them feel like zombies and stuff. And some of them makes them feel better, so then they stop. But then some of them, they feel like zombies and they don't like that feeling of not being in control of themselves, so they stop taking their medication. So they go through these cycles and stuff. So he never said like where his mom is today, but he did say when she tried to sell his brother, she was committed. Then we see Phaedra. She was saying like her granddad could pass for white and stuff. So when she was with him, they would ask her like, who's this little nigga child you got or whatever like that. So her family told her like, you got to be more prim and proper, and you got to be basically like on your best behavior type thing. So that's why she strives for perfection and whatnot like that. What was Hazel? Hazel said she had an abusive stepdad. She was trying to save her mom, and then he ended up breaking her nose. So she vowed to always be in control when she got older. She said she was never going to be like her mama. And then Divine, child, Divine was basically like, he was blessed. He don't have no bad memories from his childhood because he was blessed. He got everything he wanted. And then when he didn't get what he wanted, he acted out. So he a spoiled ass brat, and that shows. That really shows. Tahiri, she said her dad got arrested because he was selling drugs, but she thought it was normal or whatever until he got arrested, and then she saw like, oh no, this is not right, this is not normal. And then Vado, his dad, because he had on there fuck the police, and it said like his dad got beat by the police, his dad was selling drugs, so then he got locked up, and then he got deported back. Well, not his dad, his stepdad got deported back to Jamaica or whatever like that. And then Tahiri was talking about like when her nose got broke and stuff like that. So the drill ended and stuff, and so then they all gathered around. They was talking about the drill and stuff, and then Willie was saying he got held up by gunpoint 3 times. Phaedra was talking about how she was in a shootout with one of her artists and stuff. Tahiri said she was stuck up at 5 years old, like somebody came in the house and was searching for drugs and stuff and put guns. I said, oh my goodness. They asked her, has she seen Vado? Because they were saying like, oh, he was at the drill and stuff. And she was like, no, I haven't seen him and whatnot. And she was like, Shonda was like, well, how would you feel if you saw him? She was like, I wouldn't know how to feel. I don't know. Like, I guess I'm going to see him or whatever. And so the next thing, Dr. Ish called everybody outside to finish up the drill and stuff. And then Vado was out there, of course, but he was like seats away. He was like right here. Tahiri was over here, child. And what happened? Oh, so then Tahiri's like, oh my God, like she saw him and stuff like that. So she was kind of shocked or whatever. And then we see like where their stories come played out by little children and stuff. So the first people was Tahiri and Vado, and these cute little kids came up in the cars that they had painted on and stuff and was telling their story in like a child's view and stuff like that. Tahiri was boohoo crying. She was saying like no, what'd she say? She was saying like she just needed to be loved and heard and stuff, something else like that. But then later on we saw like a little tiny confessional that she was saying like all she needed from her dad was for him to tell her that he has her back and stuff like that. And we heard from Vado, like little Vado, he was telling Vado's story through a child's view and stuff like that. And then they did that throughout the whole thing. Who was it, child? Oh, Hazel, little kid. Well, she was some little cute little. All the kids was cute. But Hazel little kid was some little chocolate brown girl. I said they couldn't have found a little light-skinned girl to match her. I was just like, because everybody else kid kind of similar, look like them, kind of, sort of. But I was like, who is that? I was like, oh, that's Hazel's. Oh, okay. But the takeaway from here was that Devon didn't get the message. Everybody else was crying. Everybody else got the message. Everybody heard and learned from the little them. He was just like, oh, well, yeah, I feel like I deserve to get what I'm supposed to get. Like, what's the problem? Like, I deserve. But the point is, sir, you're not earning it. You just getting it handed to you. You're not going out here. You're not working. You're not slaving. Well, not slaving, but you're not putting in no work. You just got your hand out. And he's just like, well, I just deserve to be spoiled. I deserve these things. So I don't see what the problem is and stuff like that. And even Hazel was kind of like he's not getting it. Like, he don't know the meaning of working hard or anything like that and getting to where you got. And then like, okay, I deserve these things because I work to get where I'm at right now. So yes, I deserve to go on these vacations. I deserve to do this or do that or whatever like that. But he just wants stuff handed to him. And he basically was looking for like a mama. And that's what he got at Hazel, because Hazel gives him what he wants. Hazel has that lifestyle that he's accustomed to, and he doesn't have to work for it. He doesn't have to go out here and do anything for it. He just got his hand out, looking pretty, and then when Hazel tell him no, then he got a whole attitude and whatnot. And like, yeah, because like earlier in the episodes, I was kind of like, Hazel, ain't nobody sweating you trying to get nothing for clout and all this other stuff. But when he said that, and then the way he was acting and stuff like that, I was like, damn, he really is with this girl for the money she got and with the things that she can give him. Like, that's fucked up. That's really fucked up. Like, he might love her and stuff like that, but if she ain't had those things and whatnot, he wouldn't be with her. That's how I feel anyway. And everybody looking like, yeah, he ain't get the message. Like, he just ain't get the message or whatever like that. When I thought also was a good scene was when Phaedra and Medina's little kids came up. Phaedra, because Medina's little Medina was talking, and Phaedra was comforting Medina, like rubbing his leg. I think she even held his hand or rubbed his back and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, that's good. Those are signs of affection, because she's actually, reaching out to him, holding his hand and stuff like that, rubbing on him and whatnot, comforting him. So I thought that was good, because we don't usually see a lot of that. But since that whole talk to me dirty thing, we didn't see Phaedra lean a little bit closer to Medina. So I thought that was real cute. Oh, and then also Hazel was being a hater, talking about something. I don't think a lot of people had a rough childhood, like Shine, that her daddy ain't. I said, Hazel, see, I was on your goddamn side. Then you had to open up your motherfucking mouth. Girl, shut up. Ooh. Then we see Judge Toller. She comes out, and she's basically telling them, like, the best thing about being an adult is deciding and making a choice to change or whatever. And she was saying, like, she called Vado up there to do his assignment because he had to do his apology and stuff like that. His apology was cute, it was like a rap or whatever. Tahiri, you know, she felt it and stuff like that. But then she said like she wanted to reach out to him, but she felt iffy and whatnot, and he needs to learn his lesson pretty much. But the thing that killed me was she was like, "Oh, this better be an apology." I was like, "Girl, did you apologize to him yet? Because you was wrong too." But whatever. Two wrongs don't make no right. Like for real. So he apologized. She needs to apologize as well. I just that's how I feel anyway. And then Judge Toller was telling them like, you know, tomorrow is lie detector day, so kind of be ready for that or whatever. And then she goes on about her business. Dr. Ish dismisses everyone, but he stays back with Vado. He tells them that good job on the apology. Everybody makes mistakes, but don't let it define you. And he was basically saying like you have it in you to change type thing. And then he was like, well, we got going, you know the rules, we got head on back to the hotel type thing. Just because you gave an apology don't mean that you sticking around. And then everybody was eating and stuff, and then Hazel and Divine got into it. And she was basically like, so you just here for a sugar mama and stuff like that. And he was like, well, no, I ain't. She was like, yeah, and if I don't give it to you, you gonna act out. And then I don't know what he said because I stopped listening. And then she was just basically telling him like he entitled and all this other stuff. He was like, well, I'm not listening to that. I don't even understand what that means. She was like, yeah, coming from an entitled person or whatever. So then they were just arguing about something stupid. He gonna say like, you gonna be just like that girl over there, talking about Tahiri, talking about single and stuff. And then she was threatening him. He was threatening her, and it was just some bullshit at the end. I was just like, girl, you know what he there for. Like, he done told you what he there for. He there for you to give him shit. And if you don't give him shit, he gonna get an attitude, act out, all this other stuff. So at this point, you need to make a decision on what you want to do with him. Yeah, I'll be out. Deuces, my nigga. Because you ain't going to contribute nothing. I'm like, no. I'm not finna be raising no child. A grown-ass man. Hell no. But anyway, y'all, that was the episode. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about the episode tonight. Or, yeah, today. Because I watched it today. It came on last night. But whatever. That's neither here nor there. Go ahead and hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, but you're watching this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and go ahead and hit that notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. All right, y'all, I'm gonna try to post this. Hopefully it go through. I'm still trying to update and upload my dang on weekly rambling. YouTube won't let me be great. It won't upload my thing, so I might have to split it in two, and then maybe combine it a different way or something like that. But I've been trying to put this thing up since yesterday, and it still won't let me put it up. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this one will get uploaded so y'all can see it today. And then probably tonight, I'm gonna say tonight because I don't think I'm really doing anything tonight. So tonight I will watch Love After Lockup, and then I'll have that uploaded as well if YouTube lets me be great. But anyway, y'all have a good night and weekend, and I will talk to y'all later. Until next time, peace.